Hello Internet, it's Brittany, welcome back to my channel. As was spoiled by my lovely flag here, I'm going to be doing a makeup look today inspired by a recent festival I just went to with some friends. And while this isn't what I would call festival friendly, obviously dangly earrings and dangly jewelry, I wouldn't wear to a festival or anything like that. This is why editing's nice. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to be doing makeup today inspired by the festival I just went to recently. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that festival and some fun stuff that happened. So if you're interested in anything like that, please keep on watching. So to start today, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Primed and Peachy primer and tell you a little bit about the festival. Now, if you live outside of Ohio or aren't quite into maybe the rock music scene, you may not have heard of Inkcarceration. Now, what it is, it's this really cool festival that started last year. Held at the Mansfield Reformatory in Mansfield, Ohio, which even if you aren't familiar with the festival itself, you may be familiar with the Mansfield Reformatory as the filming location for the Shawshank Redemption, which to many of my friends' shock and awe, I have never seen, but I was interested in it last year when A Day to Remember played, and the lineup this year was just so good. I aggressively did not want to miss it. But it's not just a music festival, it's also a tattoo festival. It used to be called Ink and the Clink, but then it changed managers and became Inkcarceration, hence the incarceration being spelled incorrectly on the flag. But it's a pun, and I like it. But it's not just a music festival, it's also a tattoo festival. There's actually, there were over 70 artists. There were over 70 tattoo artists inside the building, primed and ready to tattoo, and actually one guy from Guam doing traditional stick and poke, which was actually really appealing to me, seeing as I was born in Guam, but I didn't end up doing it because he seemed really busy and I was honestly a little scared. I have one tattoo, it's a cute little peach on my ankle, that I actually got done in Inkcarceration last year, but all I got done this year was this henna, because that's what was available. Everyone else was either booked or available during artists I want to see. All right, before we get into artists, I'm going to do what I've been preferring recently, and I'm going to put on a mix of my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation with the Maybelline Fit Me. Now, the general setup of this festival is actually really cool and smart. Whereas something like Warped Tour, which I used to love to go to before it downsized and wasn't cross-country anymore. If you're familiar with Warped Tour, they had a bunch of stages. I think it was something like 10 or 12 stages set up all over their outdoor venue. This doesn't want to come out. I might just be using one foundation today. Oh, there it goes. Anyways, they had 10 or 12 stages set up all over the place, which was really fun. It made for more bands. But what I really like about Inkcarceration is that there are only 2 stages set up all weekend. So you absolutely could not miss anybody. Yeah, Tigers? If you absolutely could not miss anybody that was going that weekend, you could see everybody because you just run back and forth between the 2 stages. And I think that's really cool, because I've missed some pretty good bands at Warped Tour because of their setup. I've also seen a lot of really good bands at Warped Tour, so it's kind of one of those. So I think, but yeah, as I was saying about the lineup earlier, the lineup this year was really good. I was super stoked about it this year compared to last year. Like this year, there was Godsmack, Impending Lies, POD, Seether, A Day to Remember played last year. Who else played? Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Impending Lies was really good. They surprised me because I really didn't bother to look into them before me and my 2 buddies from work went. But then they played a cover of Separate Ways by Journey as we were all walking back to get food. And I was like, holy cow, I love this song. I guess I need to check these guys out. And they're actually really good live, and they're really cool guys. My Facebook header right now is actually them. I got to meet them after the show, and it was really neat. Or there's also this group called the Monster Dolls there that I caught a glimpse of. And they were really neat just because they were really neat because they were like a burlesque horror show almost. Like, the bit I saw was 5 girls dressed up as dead cheerleaders doing a routine to School's Out. So that was pretty neat. I'm not done with that yet. Next, as usual, I'm going to go with, well, this time it's fresh. Anyways, this time I'm going with the Tarte Shape Tape. I use shade Fair because I'm pale. So the 3 main headliners this year were, of course, they were Godsmack, Five Finger Death Punch, and Shinedown. Shinedown was kind of a heavy band for me to see in the good way, just because they have, here we go. I really like their new album, Attention, Attention, and surprisingly they actually didn't play the title track off of that, but they did play, I think the song's called Black Soul, which I was really, really excited to see live. That, if you know the song, you know it, and it's just a really cool, powerful song. And if you don't know it and you like that type of music, I recommend checking it out. But I just remember hearing Second Chance on the radio all the time as a kid, and when they played that live, that was... I don't know, that's a really cool moment. I know my mom's favorite band was there too, so she had me get her a shirt, and that was the Saturday night headliner, Godsmack. I thought Shinedown was good live, but Godsmack just kind of blew them out of the water. Which that's kind of nice about all the headliners, they kind of blew each other out of the water. Because again, Shinedown was really, really good. Then Godsmack pulled out dueling drums and all that stuff, and a cool pyro, and well, I guess Shinedown had really cool pyro too. All the headliners had really decent pyrotechnics. But I don't know, something about all their performances were really, really cool. Like something Five Finger Death Punch did after they played Wrong Side of Heaven. They had the light guys turn on all the lights, and they're like, "Hey, look at the moon!" And then he just howled, and all of us howled at the moon. It was a really weird, cool moment. And it was a full moon too, so it was absolutely perfect. Alright, put that egg back. Next, I'm going in with the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. So the only setting powder I've ever used. It's my absolute favorite. So speaking of Godsmack, what was it? Something really interesting about Godsmack that I didn't realize, especially about them playing at the Reformatory, is that their music video for Awake was actually filmed in the Reformatory. So they mentioned playing that venue in particular was a really cool moment for them. But something interesting that I was not expecting was all the covers. Because I know last year at Ink, when I saw Alien Ant Farm, my friend, obviously they're most famous for their cover of Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. But when I told my friend last year, was like, oh, they're not going to play it. They don't play covers at festivals. Because I know a lot of bands like I Prevail, who was also there this year, but I skipped because I saw them at Warped Tour, and they were okay. They don't like playing Blank Space just because they are a newer band, but it sucks because Blank Space is their most popular song. But there are actually a lot of... Well, for one, Alien Ant Farm, to finish that story, they did play Smooth Criminal last year, and it was really cool to see. But there are actually a lot of covers done this year at Ink. Let's see. Let's finish studying my face real quick, and I'll get into that. Next, I'll be going into my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Soft Brown. I went by a lot of covers. I don't mean like a lot. The band's mainly played, obviously, their original songs. But, again, Impending Lies, which are from Cleveland, which I thought was pretty cool. There are a lot of Ohio bands there this year. They ended up doing a cover of Separate Ways by Journey, which is my favorite Journey song, which is also kind of bittersweet because it's mine and my ex-boyfriend's song, but it was still really cool to see that live because obviously I haven't seen Journey live, and it kind of introduced me to their band because me and my friends were on our way to get food, and we kind of passed them on our way to the back food truck area, So another really cool thing about the festival, even though it was expensive because there's still food trucks at a festival. But anyways, we're like, oh yeah, they sound pretty neat. They're pretty good. And then I hear the opening chords to Separate Ways, and I'm like, hold up, guys, we need to watch this. So yeah, so then later in the day, I think that was the same day. No, it was the next day. That was Sunday. But anyways, Sunday From Ashes to New played, and I'm really not too familiar with their work, but I am obsessed with their song Through It All. It's good stuff, and honestly, they're as good as Linkin Park. I'll say it now, which I find interesting which may be interesting that I say that because they actually covered In the End by Linkin Park, which was awesome because they're, they've got an interesting lineup. They've got 2 lead singers, much like Linkin Park. They've got a drummer, a guitarist, but no bassist. Yeah, they did a kick-ass cover of In the End by Linkin Park, and that was really good. Or a weird one that I don't think anyone was expecting was Come Together by the Beatles, done by Godsmack, but ended up being really cool and really fun. Alright, today I'm going to be doing a mix of 2 eyeshadow palettes. I'm using Main Squeeze by ColourPop. I'll also be dipping a little bit into the Violet Voss Fruit Sorbet palette, which it used to smell like citrus, which was really cute and nice. I really like scented products, but I think it's since lost its scent. But there's some good colors. I'll probably use these 2 mainly. Anyways, all those covers over the weekend really hyped me up, mainly because I'm obsessed with the Seether cover of Careless Whisper, and my friend kept telling me all weekend they're not going to play it, they're not going to play it, they're not going to play it, and deep down I knew he was right. I'm going to go into Big Gulp first. That's a cute little orangey red shade. But again, with everyone playing covers over the weekend, I kind of got my hopes up a little bit because I was like, oh shoot, Seether's playing Sunday right before Godsmack, Seether's playing Sunday right before Five Finger Death Punch. Maybe they'll insert Careless Whisper in there somewhere since everyone's so hyped on doing covers this weekend, but they didn't do it. And I was expecting that, but also a little disappointed. Because, again, I love that song, period, but the Seether cover, I love a good rock cover. I kind of hope Flight Paths plays next year, because they do a really good cover of Without Me by Halsey. I'm going to use this mirror, actually. This mirror is super nice. Yeah. Next I'm going to go into Red Bottoms, this nice little dark red shade here. Something else that was really kind of fun is I got to see Red Jumpsuit Apparatus this weekend, and they're really good. Obviously, I only know them by their most popular song being Face Down, but a hilarious, if not kind of dark irony. So when I said earlier about how I say like this getup isn't exactly festival friendly, again, these are dangly earrings. I wore the bracelet, actually. The bracelet's fine, and the necklace is fine. It's mainly the earrings. Though I did get them because they're really cute, and I thought it was funny that handcuffs, prison, haha, I'm hilarious. But, yeah, I like to mosh. I'm big into mosh pits, walls of death, circle pits, crowd surfing, all that. And dangly earrings are not friendly for that kind of thing, honestly. And even dangly necklaces to an extent. But I'm wearing it now because it's really cute. But anyways, as I was saying, that was kind of building up to something. The funny, ironic thing that happened is, if you don't know, I don't know where you've been, but their most popular song is Face Down, which if you listen to the lyrics and even if you care to watch the music video, it's a really good, powerful song about domestic abuse. Now, again, imagine my kind of ironic moment when a mosh pit opens up. I decide to enter said mosh pit and get punched in the face, because that's just kind of what happens in mosh pits sometimes. I've kind of accepted that, because if you want to enter a mosh pit, it's generally just pushing, and it's fun, and it's fine, but sometimes fists get thrown. It's just kind of a thing. Next we go into that orange shade on the lid. I think that's going to be cute. kind of a neat little segue into something else that I thought would be fun to talk about, mainly in terms of girls at concerts. Because I heard most girls are pretty cool that I've met at rock shows. Most people that I've met at rock shows. Heck, there's this little kid in the mosh pit for Face Down, or it might not have been Face Down. I know it was during Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. There's this little kid in skeleton face paint in a mosh pit, and obviously these are grown men, and thankfully they're respectful, like grown men, not, jerks. But they're really cool about it. They probably like poked him and gently pushed him. But what was really cute about it is him just running around pushing these big hulking guys, and the big hulking guys pretended to fall over. So they're good sports about it, and I thought that was really cool. But there are also a lot of girls like in the general, like it's all general admission with some VIP, but VIP people have their own separate sections. Honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't seem worth the money. It doesn't look very fun. But there were some girls kind of complaining about lack of personal space because everyone was like all up on them. And obviously, unfortunately, groping happens at shows, and it shouldn't. But in terms of just general personal space issues, if you don't like a bunch of people crowding around you, maybe don't enter the pit, because it's a pit for a reason. I've had, at previous shows, been sandwiched in the most literal way between, like, one person in front of me, one person behind me, together. It happens. People get excited. And, like, I've personally had no issues with crowd surfing, which is really nice, because I know that's happened. But I did have someone grab my butt while I was up on my friend's shoulders, and she was mainly annoyed because she couldn't see, but it still wasn't cool. But otherwise, it was a really, really good weekend. Blend that out. I'm going to put this Juicy Fruit color, this really pretty gold, in the inner corner and under my lash line. If I can find the right freaking brush. There we go. Honestly, another good tip that I somehow always seem to forget, wear sunscreen. Like, kind of obvious, but again, I somehow keep forgetting, so I feel the need to mention it. Like, you're outside on your feet all day. Just wear sunscreen. I'm peeling so bad right now. It's hidden by my t-shirt, but me and all my friends were peeling so bad and burnt and in pain by the end of the weekend. It was a great weekend, totally worth it. Actually, I'm going to use Like It's Hot under the lash line. But anyways, like I was saying, also, if you're going to bring sunscreen into the venue, which is a good idea to reapply all day, don't get the aerosols, because they will not allow them into the venue, because people allow lighters, because there are smokers and just people who like to bring up lighters during slow songs. And aerosols mixed with lighters are flamethrowers, and people don't want flamethrowers in their venue, so just stick with the cream. It's fine. Also, aloe lotion. They will let you bring or at least they should let you bring that aloe lotion into the venue if you're already burnt. Because I was burnt. Me and my friends Jeremy and Billy were already burnt up by Saturday, so we really needed that lotion on Sunday. So yeah, that's a good thing to bring too. Just alternate between those. Alright. Eyeshadow's looking good. Put a little bit of this highlighter. I'll show off the highlighter later, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the inner corners because I always forget. And as you can see, I'm just using my pinky finger for that because it works just fine. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do my eyeliner and lashes real quick, and then we'll get back to everything. I'm using the ColourPop, what is it? It just says liquid liner, and it's ColourPop liquid liner in black. I'm just going to do a cute little wing with it. and the ColourPop BFF mascara in black on black. I think that's what it's called. Yep, black on black. Alright, next we're going to do blush and highlighter. And this one's the Note blush in Desert Rose. Really pretty. Just dark peach color. It's broken. It is what it is. And I'm going to use the same highlighter on my cheeks and nose as I did on my eyes. It's Jeffree Star Cosmetics in Peach Goddess. You'll see it. I use this one a lot. It's my favorite. And I can also share with you what I learned from this experience in the fun way. It definitely plan ahead for something like this. Like Inkcarceration had a really good lineup this year. And it's actually a smaller festival than others. Like it's pretty small actually. It's literally held outside 2 stages. It's pretty small. So it's going to sell out quickly. Actually, that's not even true. It actually didn't sell out till like the end of Friday night. Nail it on the nose. So yeah, buy your tickets ahead of time. VIP sells out quickly. That's what I meant to say. VIP sells out pretty quickly if you're into that noise. But also book your hotel well in advance. Like, if you really like the lineup and you know you're going to want to go, book your hotel then. Me and my friend booked our room 3 months in advance, and the closest venue the closest hotel we could find was 20 minutes away, because every other hotel we looked at in Mansfield was either well out of our price range or booked for that weekend. That does bring up a little funny anecdote that apparently the motel we did end up finding changed management, and we almost didn't. They had to like search for our reservation because they apparently didn't have it under our name on file. And they were wondering, like, they actually questioned us as to why we booked so well in advance, and we're like, don't you guys know there's a really big rock music festival happening this weekend? Like 20 minutes away? But it was also up the street from this really cute mom and pop restaurant that was really, really nice. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is the mini version of the Velour liquid lipstick in Redrum. It's just a nice, basic brick red. Hello, Carl. Also, another good thing to do, like, thankfully, I didn't go overboard, but plan your budget ahead, because I didn't go super overboard, but I did end up spending more than I meant to. So try to plan your budget ahead, because t-shirts are expensive. Especially something like that with a bunch of different bands. Like, the standard price for all t-shirts was like $30, but Five Finger Death Punch, which was the big headliner because they closed out Sunday night, their t-shirts were $45. So I did not get a Five Finger t-shirt, though I would have if they were less expensive. Also, clearing out the storage on your phone or cameras ahead of time is best if you can, because you don't want to do what I did, which was upload pictures day to day, because I lost 2 good videos of From Ashes to New because they didn't upload because the Wi-Fi at the venue was not great. Alright. Finally, we're going to set all this with the Hard Candy Longwear Sheer... This is a long name. Hard Candy Longwear Sheer Envy Setting Spray, which is awesome. I know I brag on this in every video, But it's gotten me through cons. It's only $6. And I didn't wear like a full face of makeup like this every single day. But I did wear one like this on Friday, and it didn't budge all day. Like, nothing smeared, nothing faded. It's just really good. Cool. Now it's gonna dry. I could do this every time, but that's just what it is. Just the spots of this hair wet. Alright, well, that's it for this kind of chit-chat, get ready with me look. I really hope you enjoyed my little anecdote, some pre-concert prep. I got into a little bit of just fun stories there, I think. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell. If you're feeling really froggy, you can donate to my Patreon if you'd like. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. All right. Rock on, guys.